Hey everybody, I hope you're having an absolutely amazing week. I know that I am. I have been getting so much work done, more work than I have ever done. Because this week I found a round to it. Can you see that? A round to it. See, these things are so amazing because they needed to do so many different things. It's like when my mum says to me, "John, will you go and clean your rooms?" And I say, "Yeah mum, I will. I'll go and clean my room, but only when I get around to it." Or when she says, "John, have you studied for that exam or for that essay?" I say, "Yes mum, I'll do it. I've not done it yet, but I'll do it. Only when I get around to it." There's so many times when I say to my mum, "I can do this when I get around to it." I keep putting things off. Do you know what I mean? We all need to get around to it. Jesus tells a story in the Bible about a man who needed to get around to it. There was a man who was leaving his country in order to be made king. And before he left his country, he went and he gave his money to different servants. To his servants he gave different amounts of money, and he told them to look after it as best as they could until he got back. He told them to do the best that they could with their money. Now when he got back, he asked his servants how they had used his money and what they had, and asked them to give it them back. The first servant, he came along and he said, "Master, I have doubled your money." And the master was really pleased. He put that servant in charge of 10 cities. The second servant, he came along and he said, "Master, I have increased your money by 50%. And the master was really happy with it. And he said, "I'm going to put you in charge of 5 cities. The third servant came along. He said, "I've only got the money that you gave me. I was afraid and I was a bit lazy, so I just kept it to myself. I didn't use it to get more money." The master was really angry and disappointed. He called the servant lazy, and he took the money off him and got rid of him. You see, that third servant, he just needed to get around to it. He had something to do, but he was too lazy to do it. He wasted his time with that money. He should have used it a lot better. See, sometimes we can be like that third slave. Sometimes we can say to God, "Oh God, I don't want to do it now. I'll get around to it later. Oh God, I don't want to clean my room now. It's not right, I don't want to do it now." Or, "I don't want to read my Bible now, God." Or, "I don't want to pray now. Or, "I'll do it later. I'll get around to it later." And actually, when we say that to God, we waste so much time. And you know what? God gave us time. Time is God's gift to you and me. And God wants us to use it so effectively and so well. He wants us to use our time to do good things for other people. And not to waste it in front of the TV, or sleeping all the time, or playing games all the time. God wants us to have fun, but He also wants us to use our time well, to do lots of work, or to tidy our room, or to help our parents. God wants us to use time really well. And He doesn't want us to waste time. God gave us time. And that's why He wants us to use our time really well. How can you use your time better? You need to get around to it.